So during that time when you were just starting off,
Yeah.
was Richard Pryor and Jay Leno and David Letterman, were they all?
They came that same year. Richard was already there. Richard was there before everybody.
Yeah.
Richard Mooney, Paul Mooney.
Okay.
Yeah, they were there. So Mitzi made me an MC because she gave me, I needed that money for a job, see. Mitzi she made me the MC at the Comedy Store. So I MC'd the second show, Dave Letterman MC'd the first show. He was the MC of the first show. I MC'd the second show. So that's how I got into the Comedy Store. Then I was a doorman. I worked the door. I had to pay my rent, brother. I did anything I can. Not to go back to Detroit.
Any job you could.
Any job I could. And then I got a job at Gucci in the daytime.
Okay.
So I'm working days, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I worked the Comedy Store at night from Gucci.
Okay.
So yeah, so I was always a hustler.
Where was Richard Pryor in his career during that first year?
He was popular.
He was popping.
Yeah,
was he doing his stand-up specials yet, or no?
Oh yeah, he was doing albums.
Right.
Yeah, he would do his albums. I was his opening act. Mitzi made me his opening act.
Okay.
'Cause I would MC for Richard. So Richard would tell me to go up there and do 45 minutes. This after a while, after I had probably about 1975, yeah. So Richard would work 6 months on his album. He would do it every night. Then he'd go on the road. But he would work at the Comedy Store every night in the main room.
Okay.
Little room.
He was testing out his material there.
Originally, work on his material.
Okay.
Yeah, people in the back give him some lines, give him this and give him ideas. He did that for 6 months. Would not fail. He'd be there every night. He said, Spoon, come up here and hang with me. So I go over there with him. And he did that's why I was proud of him. He was diligent.
Well, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine the other day, and we were talking about Richard Pryor, and I said, I think Richard is the greatest black stand-up comedian ever, and he said, no, Richard Pryor is the best stand-up comedian ever. And I thought about it, and I'm like, shit, I think you're right. Did you say that?
Richard was very popular. He's one of my favorite. Who else could it be? I mean,
Eddie Murphy's obviously up there. George Carlin.
No, Eddie Murphy didn't do stand-up that long.
Yeah.
Richard was stand-up forever. George who?
George Carlin.
But George Carlin was tough.
Yeah.
He was tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was. He was funny.
Yep.
He didn't give a damn.
Nope. Richard Pryor, he almost birthed a lot of the comedians. I feel like he almost birthed them. Like I feel like Eddie Murphy wouldn't be Eddie without Richard.
Well, I think a lot of them try to even look like Richard.
Right.
A lot of them cats, Steve Harvey and Tim Reed, they all try to look like Richard Pryor.
I can see that.
I said, y'all trying to be Richard Pryor, all of them. And they got over by it. They were successful.
Yeah.
But no, I know Richard would have them laughing so hard. Oh my God, he had them laughing. George Carlin would have them thinking, but Richard Pryor had them laughing.
Yeah.
They would be laughing, boy. And so by me being the opening act, I would have a good, excellent crowd. The best crowd I think I ever had was Richard Pryor people. Every race in the world, movie stars, everybody come in to see Richard.
Oh yeah.
Everybody come to see Richard. We were in the original room. We were in the original room.
You went on to do the Richard Pryor show.
Yeah. They want funny people. And so Paul Mooney, which is one of Richard's best friends, cast the show for him. And he put us all on there. We were all on Richard Pryor's show. We didn't make no money, but it was still fun. We ain't lasted but 4 weeks.
That's it, huh?
Y'all get the fuck out of here. NBC.